guys, welcome back to another episode of the Personal Opinion Podcast. It's Lauryn and Whitney.
It's Whitney and Lauryn.
And as we said in the last video, and I don't know if you saw it on our Instagram or TikTok or whatever, but we are in a new studio.
We're in our new studio.
Here.
Brand spanking new. This took a lot of effort.
Yeah.
More than expected.
Yeah, and we're probably going to keep, throwing some more things in here and rearranging, so each episode it might look a little bit more upgraded.
The plan is to have this up here at some point.
Yeah.
But we'll rock and roll with it. Who knows? Who knows what will happen?
But anyway, if you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and you can't see, you're missing out. So
it's the same thing for you if you're on.
Yeah.
If you're just listening and not watching.
Yeah, and we did time lapses of us moving all of the furniture and everything it took to get everything to where we are right now. So if you haven't looked at that, then go to our TikTok and Instagram at
podcast.personalopinion.
Yes. Well, what are we talking about today, Whitney?
Today we're talking about discipline.
Discipline makes the world go round.
Not to be confused with motivation.
Yeah.
Which is different.
Yes. So discipline and motivation are very different because you may not have motivation on certain days, but what will get you through is your discipline.
Absolutely. Can I read my definition of discipline?
No need to even ask.
Train oneself to do something in a controlled and habitual way.
Okay.
It's a habit.
Yeah.
It's just building a habit and sticking to it.
Yep.
Even when it's tough.
Yep.
Even
no
when
matter
you don't
the
want
environment, no matter the time of day, no matter of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Putting your mind to something and saying we're doing it.
Yeah.
Even if we're tired, even if whatever.
Yeah. And I think that's where we've talked about this on the podcast early on, but about your days when you feel blah. You lack motivation.
Yeah.
But your motivation is what's going to start you, but it's not going to be what upkeeps you. So if you start a habit like eating healthy, you start a habit of working out in the morning, you start a habit of reading every day, there's going to be days that your motivation lacks that, but your discipline is what is going to push you to do it anyway.
Well, and I think discipline too is showing up with the right mindset. So even if it's not from a diet standpoint or from a working out standpoint, the other things, being disciplined in your work, even when it's boring or it feels old, still showing up and not just showing up and being there, but still putting in the work that you know is going to pay off later.
Right.
I think that there's discipline in your everyday activities of showing up, doing your best, not complaining, just kind of going through a grind a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like that's how I view it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you kind of view it the same way? At least in that type of sense where it's not just focused on a goal that you have in mind, but just your everyday expectations.
Yeah. No, yeah, for sure. I would say there's also disciplines when it comes down to showing up on time and following through with unwritten rules. You could say, so we had an unwritten rule as student athletes that we were on the court 15 minutes before practice time actually happened.
Yep.
That was that wasn't something we just talked about every single day, but that was the expectation. And now you just tell yourself I'm disciplined to getting there. I have a sense of discipline to get there a certain amount of time early because the unwritten rule is to be there at a certain time.
Almost every single area of my life, doesn't matter what event or what it is, I have to be early. I have to be early. If I'm late, it kills me.
Yeah.
It's my biggest pet peeve to be late to something. I hate it. Can't stand it. But that's just, but that's how it's always been. That's how it was in club. That's how it was in high school athletics. That's how it was in certain programs that I was a part of. Is they were no, you're going to be early to everything. And if you're not, there are going to be consequences.
Right.
And so in my brain, that's how I view every aspect of my life.
Yeah.
I think I've showed up to work late. No, I wasn't. The other day, I was about to leave for work because I show up to work early every day, at an hour early every day. And I had a nosebleed right as I was trying to leave. It was like a 20-minute long nosebleed.
Oh,
and so I didn't
no.
show up to work early. I showed up on time, and I was like, this is the worst start to my day.
Oh, how dare I be on time?
I know. I was like,
Yeah.
I can't believe it. Like, well, and everyone knows, like, whenever they walk in, they're going to see me sitting there.
Right.
And so most of my coworkers were there, and I walk in on time, and they were like, Whitney, why are like...
You're late.
It's
for
8
Whitney time.
I know. They were like, it's 8:15.
Yeah.
Why are you so late?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not late. I'm still early.
Yeah.
I'm just not as early as normal. And they thought that something was wrong. I was like, it's fine. It's all good.
Yeah.
No, it actually really got under my skin.
Yeah. Well, you'll never do it again, I bet you
Yeah.
that. Even though that nosebleed was out of your control.
Yeah, it was out of my control. But next time I'll just brave it and start driving. Deal with it in the car.
Yeah. Deal with the nosebleed in the car real quick.
Yeah.
Do you care if I read something?
Do it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't care. Yes, I care.
Okay.
I care about what you say. Go.
Okay. Motivation is the initial driving force that ignites action, while discipline is the consistent force or consistent effort that keeps you moving forward even when motivation lacks.
Ooh. I like that.
So basically, motivation is the why behind your actions, but discipline is the what you are doing to achieve your goals.
Hmm.
So when
Well,
people say go back to your why, it's going back to what motivated you in the first place, but
Yeah.
the whole reason of why you're still going is through your discipline.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I like that
That's
a lot.
good. That's good. Discipline is an internal skill that allows you to persist despite challenges and maintain focus. Helps you stay on track, overcome obstacles, and consistently work towards your goals. Some examples: exercise every day, your strict diet, or consistently practicing a skill.
I like that it said maintaining.
Yeah.
It's all about maintaining the work that you've put in, not letting yourself get behind, focusing back into, your why. And it goes back to like, okay, what was the work that I've already put in, and do I want that to all be wasted by slipping back into my old habits or not giving my effort or whatever it is?
Right. I think like discipline allows you to kind of like not necessarily fall into going through the motions, but like you set your brain almost on autopilot. I mean, you obviously have your why. That's why you started in the first place. But like discipline allows you to not forget what you're doing and what you're going towards, I feel like. Do you think that too?
Yeah. And I think discipline is really, really hard at the beginning of whatever it is you're trying to do.
100%.
So like, let's say in sports, right? There's a system that we're trying to put together in a team, whether it be like my brain immediately goes to like a defensive system.
Yeah.
And being really disciplined in that area. At the beginning, it's really, really hard to get that down to a science and make that automatic.
Right.
But then after you get over that hump, that's when it starts to become a little bit easier of like, no, this is what we always do because it works. The system works, and it becomes a little easier as you continue to do that. And I think that that's true for other areas of your life too. At the beginning, staying disciplined is really, really tough because you're trying to force yourself to make a new habit and all that good stuff. But the more that you do it, the more consistently you will do it.
Right. And I think like what comes with that consistency is leveling up. Like I feel like once you get going and you start, it's just like, for instance, if you were to run a mile for a month straight, I'm sure throughout that month you're going to get faster and faster and faster and faster. And I think like going back to what I said earlier, when you put it on autopilot, I'm not meaning like coasting through life. I'm meaning like you already know your routine and you already know what to do. So now it's just kind of going higher, taking that higher and higher and higher and higher. So like my life example right now is since the middle of January, I have worked out like up to 6 days a week. So like 4 to 6 days probably on average, depending on what's kind of going on if I'm in town at this point. Just throughout basketball season, traveling and all of that. But it's like I already like it feels weird when I don't go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like it's like I'm missing something. It's like I'm missing a part of my day, basically. And so now that I have that, I had the motivation to get up and show up in the first place. And now, like, that my workout partner has moved to a whole different state, now I'm truly seeing the power of the discipline, because now I don't lack motivation because I don't have a workout partner. Now I show up and I do what I do without the accountability of somebody else, because I have that discipline that's allowed me to show up every single day. And like now every night I'm like, okay, what time am I going to the gym tomorrow? You know, it's not like, oh, this person can't be there, so now I can't go to the gym. But now I'm just like, okay, what time will I go? Okay, I'll go at this time. And then I do that. Like normally it's every morning, but it just depends how late I start my day, really. And so I feel like that was my main like self-reflection recently, which is why I wanted to talk about this, because it's applicable to both of us and all of you guys. But it's just like crazy the power of it, because it would have been really easy to be like, oh, I don't have my workout partner, so now I'm just going to stop. But the discipline helped me continue. But now, like, I'm lifting heavier weight than I would have back in January, just because I started to level up and level up and level up and add more cardio, add like longer cardio, add this goal and that goal and that goal. And I wouldn't have been able to do that unless I had the motivation to start in January. Yeah. And that's with anything.
Well, and yeah, that's with anything. Like I think about how discipline is applicable, again, in all areas of your life, like to be financially disciplined, right?
Right.
It's really tough at the beginning, but then we get into a rhythm, we get into a routine,
right.
We start to say no to certain things more often, it becomes more natural. And then after a while, you're looking at your bank account,
you got some money saved.
You're looking at your savings,
yeah.
And you're like, hey, that actually like worked.
Yeah.
And that's when we get to set other goals for ourselves, like saving up for a house or saving up for a car or going on a trip, like whatever that financial goal is of yours. Like that discipline in the beginning is tough. Then we get used to it. We get into a rhythm and we see the rewards at the end. And that's what spurs on maybe even going to that next level of whatever that financial next goal is, whether it be investing or saving for retirement, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, all that old stuff.
Or you could just be like me and try to do all of it at once.
Yeah. No,
like, I'm trying to do.
I think that's a great point, though.
Pay for this and pay off this and save for this and this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could just try to do all of it at once and just get smacked in the face. But still enjoy it, because I only get one time in my life to be doing it. So.
Fair.
Sorry.
Can't take money to the grave.
Yep.
Yeah, anyway. No, that's good, though. Finances is definitely a big one. Just putting a certain, like, once you get on that salary, baby. Neither one of us are on a salary. But once you start to see consistency, like, that's when you start consistently putting the same amount of money away.
Yeah.
Or, like, you start, anyway, until it starts growing and growing and growing.
Well, I'm
like everything else.
I need to start making budgets. I really do. It's bad that I don't. My mom will be so angry that I don't actually budget. It's hard when you're younger, because you're not on salary. You don't get the exact same number every single time.
Right.
And so creating a budget is really tough, because you don't know what you're expecting.
Yeah.
And
you could always do like say, okay, my check is never going to be under this.
Mm-hmm.
So like you say, okay, I'm never going to spend over this. So that, I mean, the amount of money you put in your savings every time might vary, but like you can at least know how much you're willing to give yourself to spend.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That helps.
I do it a little differently.
Okay.
I don't like put money into savings every time, because I have my 401k.
Yeah.
So instead I'm doing that, which I guess is technically savings, but it's retirement.
Yeah.
Anyways.
In 40 years that you'll see.
Yeah. No. Okay. If you go look, I'm going to shout him out. He's one of my favorites.
Okay.
Dave Ramsey.
Oh, yeah.
His, like, 401k calculator
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah.
Have you ever played around with it and like
No.
looked at it? Oh my gosh. Because if you save the exact same amount of money every single month, starting when you're 23 versus when you're 27, the difference
night and day.
the difference is like $1 million.
Yes, I know.
Like $1 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
A whole winner on the
Yeah, 'cause
Beast games.
how much interest-
dollars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much
Anyways.
interest builds up and
Yeah.
how much
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's crazy.
So anyways, that's even though it's tough right now, I'm doing it because I know that when I'm 60 whatever,
I'll be on
like,
the beach. My
Young
kids will be out of the
Whitney,
house.
let's go. Let's go, young Whitney.
Yo, let's go.
We did
Pat us
this.
up on the back. That's funny.
Anyways.
Love that. What were we talking about? I'm just kidding.
Discipline.
Yeah. That's discipline. And then when you're 60, you're going to reap the rewards,
Yes.
baby. Let's go.
It's a long-term plan.
Yeah.
Long-term.
Always got to look at the big picture.
Big picture.
Always look at the big picture.
Okay.
But the best time to start was yesterday, and the next best time is today. You ever heard that?
Or tomorrow if it's already, time for
But
bed.
tomorrow you can't just keep saying tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, I'm on my running journey, and this is where my discipline's going to come in because I'm starting small, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting small. My goal last week was to run 5 miles in 1 week. What?
Can I tell you something?
Please.
I'm so proud of you. You want to know why?
Please.
Because you've stayed so disciplined with the podcast.
So have you.
Thank you. I wasn't fishing for a compliment.
Yeah,
but
sounds like it.
no, I wasn't.
No, I'm just playing.
No, but
No,
that's cool.
that's true. It needed both of us.
And we've had times where we were like this.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah.
After like week 3, I was like, this is too much.
Yeah.
But no, we got into our rhythm, figured it out. Okay, you're running 5 miles.
No, I appreciate you bringing that up.
Thanks.
Because it has taken the both of us and Kelly to make this thing survive.
Shout out, Kelly. We love you.
We love you.
I'm actually really sad that I don't get to see you every time we film now.
We moved out of...
But I see her all the
Kelly's
time.
house.
She'll be fine.
Yeah. I won't get to see her.
We'll set up time. We'll set up our monthly visits.
Sure.
You're running.
5 miles, yeah.
Yes.
So, last week I had a goal. I was going to run 5 miles in 1 week. So then as the weeks go on, I'm just going to keep upping it, And I've decided I'm not going to run for time. I'm running for distance.
Wow.
So just because the competitor inside of me just makes me want to see how fast I can run. But in reality, it's not about that.
It's not.
Right now, it's not about that for me.
Yeah.
It's about getting out there and just running a certain distance, not actually running out there and dying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I ran 5 miles last week. I separated it into about 5 or 6 days, just depending on. I always give Sunday as my rest day, so it's between. I start my weeks on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday through Saturday, I have those days to run 5 miles. So like, for instance, Monday I didn't run. I can't remember why, but I did. Tuesday I ran 1 mile. Wednesday I ran 1.5 miles, and then I ran 1.5 miles again, and then I ran 1 mile. So it's just
That's 5.
separated. Yes.
Yeah. I like the 1.5 miles. That's a great distance. I love the 1.5 miles.
It's like it makes a mile. Next time you run 1 mile, it makes it feel a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
But like, once you reach that mile point, you're like, oh, I'm 2/3 of the way there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree. Also, something that's kind of sucked is like the rain has been off and on.
Oh, yeah.
So running on a treadmill is a lot different than running outside. So when I have to run out, when I get to run outside, because that's what I primarily want to do.
Yeah.
Can kind of, bang up the old knees.
Oh, tell me about it.
Yeah. So anyway, but now it's the middle of the week right now, and I've been out of town the past 6 days. So now I'm going to be playing catch up this week to try to get my 5 miles in, but I'll keep you updated. So.
Let me know.
Yeah.
My dad used to run for like an hour. He would just go up to the treadmill, just hang out and run for an hour.
No.
I don't know how. I can't do it. I have to be somewhere. going for even if it's around a track.
Right. Through scenery or something.
Yeah, I can't just be. It feels like I'm just standing in one place, just moving a lot.
Yeah.
Breathing really heavy while I'm.
Are you able
staying
to?
Still.
Do you think you would be able to like read or watch something while you run on a treadmill?
I've tried it. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah, no.
I tried podcasts. I tried music. I tried a show, and none of it works.
Yeah. To make the time go by.
I can't.
Faster.
I can't do it. I can't.
Oh my gosh. Well, freaking talk about the time going by faster. Today I drove 5 hours to be here. Out of town, guys. And I was the first hour I listened to a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Then I took a break, and then I listened to some music. Then I listened to another podcast. Then I took another break, listened to some more music. And then I sat in silence for about 10 minutes. And then I was playing music, and then my mom called me for like 15 minutes.
Perfect.
And then I had to stop and get gas.
Oh.
So then I stopped to get gas. And then I would put more music on, and then the last hour, let's listen to music.
I always do a movie at some point. I'll throw on a movie and just put it there so that I can like listen every now and then, like glance over.
Oh, really?
But I usually will do a movie that I've seen before, so I can like I know what's going on.
You can
I'm just
picture it.
listening to it. Yeah.
That's fair.
That's what I do.
I've never done that, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I have to
love
like
it.
I can listen to like church sermons or something like that, but not I can't put a movie up there.
Oh, I do it all the time. Oh, especially like a show too. If it's a shorter drive, I'll do a show like Friends.
Yeah.
Like the drive up to Tulsa, I'll watch 3 episodes of Friends and I'm there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
But still.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't do that while I run. Or anything. I don't know. I might be able to if there was a show that I really liked that I've seen before.
Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I could do that. For sure. Maybe on like the Stairmaster.
Ooh.
I don't know. Because, like when you're running, like it starts to get blurry. If you're like looking at one thing, like, anyway. That's why I don't think I could read pages of a book.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's very fair.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Discipline.
Discipline. Okay. Hot take.
Yeah,
The most important discipline everyone should have. A healthy sleep schedule.
I agree.
You know how many studies
In bed
there are?
by 9 p.m.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how many studies there are that talk about like the benefits of having a consistent sleep schedule?
Mm-hmm.
There's
There's a lot. We should
it's a
ask
lot.
AI.
It regulates everything. Having a good sleep schedule and like you feel good. I feel like if I sleep past like 7:30 or 8, I
You
feel like
like
my
the day's
entire
gone.
day is wasted.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I slept till noon.
You're an early riser.
I am an early riser.
I already know that Whitney's up if I sleep past 8 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
You've been up for 2
Well,
hours.
and the other thing too is I wake up early every day for work. So the only 2 days I would get to sleep in are the weekends. But even then I'm going to have to get my sleep schedule back on Monday. So I might as well just be up early.
But you don't even have to set an alarm to wake up early.
No, my body just does it.
At like what time?
Actually today I woke up at 6. My body just woke up at 6. And my alarm was set for like 6:15, 6:20. But my body just woke up at 6 and was like, all right, it's time. Let's go.
At what
You've had enough
hours
rest.
of the day do you feel like you could be more productive? In the morning or at night?
My most productive hours, let's say at work, my most productive hours are
Is it right when you get there or right before you leave?
neither.
It's
It's in the middle. I have an hour while I'm there that I'm just doing catch-up stuff. And then I have 5 hours of like, 5 or 6 hours of like, let's go,
Yeah.
hard, like grind mode. And then towards the end, I can be a little bit more productive, but not usually.
When
So
do
like
you put-
midday is my most productive.
When do you put your laundry in the wash? And when do you feel motivated to put it up? Like what times of the day?
Definitely not at night.
Yeah.
Not at night. The latest I feel productive is probably like 8 p.m. That's the latest time of the day where I'm like, let's do something. Once it hits 8:30, I'm done. I'm out. I'm getting ready for bed.
So if you had to do homework, morning or night?
Morning.
Okay. Like as in, hey, I have to get this done before tomorrow, but I need to go to bed right now, and I'll do it in the morning.
Oh, that's a tough one because I'm also a procrastinator. But
Same.
I think I've always been wired that way of like, let's do everything we can in the morning. Let's be really productive so that nighttime we just get to relax. We just get to chill. We just get to do our fun stuff.
For sure.
So I think that's also building into it of like, and I think my mom is that way too. I think that's probably where I get it from.
Probably.
Like, let's get everything done in the morning so that we can not have to worry about it later.
Right. I'm at night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a night owl at heart, even though I have tried to. I'm not as much now, but like I used to be. I definitely used to be like it's night. Now I can sit and watch TV and do my homework. It's shifted a lot throughout my life. But I will say, like, at night I can put a show on and put my laundry away. Or, like, at night I can sit and... It's just, like, my brain focuses more at that time.
That's fair.
I don't know why. Like, definitely not in the morning.
I think I've also just created a lot of habits that make mornings really joyful for me.
Yeah.
Like, first thing I do, open my window so the sunshine comes in, which is why I'm not a morning person in the winter.
Yeah.
In the winter I want to sleep in till as late as possible, till the sun comes up.
Yeah.
But then I'll do my little morning routine and I open an energy drink. Like that's one of my favorite parts of the day.
You do open an energy drink every morning.
I do. Every morning I open my little energy drink. It's the same thing that people get when they like have their warm cup of coffee.
Yeah.
But mine is cold battery acid.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh yeah, yum.
It's so good.
That's funny. Well, it's funny because like for me, I can sit and do let's go back to my high school days or undergrad days, but like I can sit and do my homework better at night, but I only like working out in the morning.
Yeah, I can't work out at night.
Yeah, no.
I can't do
either.
it. I know some people like they want to go to the gym at midnight. Which if that's the schedule that you're on,
yeah,
more power to you.
Right.
Not for me.
Right. Same. Mine's a wake up, set my alarm, and go. Get dressed and go.
Wake up, set your alarm.
Set my alarm, wake up, get dressed,
and go. Yep.
Yes. That's how it has to be or else it won't get done.
What are you asking AI?
Oh, I was going to ask what the
benefits of a healthy sleep schedule.
What I wasn't going to ask that. I was going to see what maybe like the top 3 most disciplined areas of life.
Oh.
Hold on.
Well, I was going to say, because a healthy sleep schedule looks different.
3 areas that a human should be the most disciplined.
Because a healthy sleep schedule looks different for everyone. Because women need more sleep than men. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So if your girlfriend is sleeping too much or late more than you are, it's because her body needs it. Let her sleep peacefully, unless she asks to be woken.
Oh, I like this one.
Okay, what is it?
10 things highly disciplined people have in common.
Ooh.
Shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one.
Mm-hmm.
Commitment. Disciplined individuals are all in. Once they have a goal, they are committed to seeing it through, needing little external accountability.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. I think though you can also be really disciplined and rely on accountability. Like
yeah,
if you want it that bad, I think it's okay for you to be like, "Hey, as my friend, I need you to like keep me to this standard. Don't let me stray from it."
Yeah, but ultimately also at the end of the day, you're the one doing it.
Yeah.
So,
fair.
Of course, like you can it's like
boundaries
bumpers on a bowling. At the end of the day, the ball is going to go all the way down. The pins.
Right.
Those bumpers are just accountability
Yeah.
partners. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Do you get what I'm saying, though?
I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Okay. Like, the end goal is the pins.
Yes.
And you're bowling it down.
Yeah.
Nobody is going to bowl it for you.
Right.
Yep.
But they'll be there. They'll be your bumpers.
Yes.
I'll be your bumper.
Oh, I'll be your bumper.
Thanks.
Okay, cool.
That's so weird.
Okay.
Anyways.
Are
Okay,
you ready
next.
for the second one? Avoid temptation.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. They excel at steering clear of tempting situations and staying focused on tasks and deadlines in the workplace.
Yeah. And like they're also good about knowing the situations that are going to be less beneficial for them. Like knowing
this isn't going to get me anywhere, so why would I do it?
Yeah, or I know that situation is going to lead me to go down this path or whatever that is.
Absolutely.
So, respectfully, I need to not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Prioritize self-care. I feel like that's you and I.
Self-care.
I feel like we do that.
Self-care.
Disciplined individuals prioritize their well-being by focusing on essentials like sleep, nutrition, and exercise. They recognize the impact on mood, work performance, and relationships, emphasizing overall health.
Yeah.
Good job, Whitney.
Let's go.
That's
Sleep.
good.
Sleep, eat good, drink water.
Consistently.
Yeah.
Develop habits. These individuals see a disciplined life as a journey to form new habits.
Yeah.
They invest time and effort in building positive routines. These habits, like scheduling focused work time or avoiding multitasking, demonstrate a commitment to organized work practices.
I'm going to also have another hot take here.
Yeah.
If you don't have a way to schedule or plan your days, weeks, months, years, find a way. For me,
I just pulled this out of my
the
pillow, but it just reminded me of what you pull out of Kylo.
Yeah, little tufts. That has been one of the greatest things I've ever done in my entire life is I rely so heavily on a written planner. I've tried.
Oh, girl.
I've tried the ones. I've tried the online ones. I've tried the Google Calendar. I've tried all that. None of it works for me. I have my Google Calendar for work.
Yeah.
But my personal calendar has to be written. Written.
Mine is on my phone, my calendar.
Really?
Color coordinated. You are
Absolutely.
You have a big calendar in your room.
I do.
Yeah, and
I have
the whole year. That's crazy.
And I love it.
That's awesome.
I use sticky notes.
Yeah.
It's
great.
It's
very neat.
And it's color coordinated as well. Did you know that?
Yeah, I did. Your blue sticky notes, your vacation.
Yeah, and then everything written in dark blue is my birthdays. Pink is all my fun stuff. Purple is volleyball. Yeah.
See, mine has to be like that, but I need to be able to carry it with me.
I absolutely respect that. That's one of my least favorite things. Well, but I think it's also really cute because people will text me and be like, "Hey, what are you doing next Saturday?" I'll be like, "I'll text you when I get home and I'm with my calendar."
Yeah, I'm with my bestie calendar. You know, so that's like me.
I gotta go look at my planner.
I'm like, "Hey, let me pull up my calendar real quick, and I can tell you." And then I just put it in there. Boop, 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 done.
That's really convenient. I always have to wait till I'm home.
That's fair. But you probably like to see it like all out.
Well, and I have my planner, my small planner.
Yes.
I take that with me to work.
Okay.
But I don't take it with me everywhere.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just pull out my calendar here.
If I had a bigger purse, maybe.
That's fair.
What if I did just carry it with me everywhere?
Yeah. Just hold on. Let me flip to July 20th.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, too, I only plan like 2 weeks in advance. Unless it's a vacation.
I can plan a whole year. I can swipe to 2026 real quick.
But do you actually have things on it?
No, but if something came up, I could do it.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't ever make plans more than like 2 weeks out.
No. I do.
Oh. Okay.
Right. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like I have like the end of July right now, I have something.
Really?
Yeah. Not necessarily 2026, but
I do have events like concerts in there.
Yeah. Stuff that's like far out.
Yeah.
It's like little things
stuff
like
that you need to plan.
Yeah.
But I'm not like, oh, in 5 months on this Tuesday, I'm going to dinner with this person.
Yeah. No, I don't have that either.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I got you. I get what you're saying now.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, you're going to love this next one.
Yeah, tell me.
Set boundaries. Leading a disciplined life involves understanding personal limitations, including personal time, setting boundaries, and confidently saying no to distractions.
I was about to say
highly disciplined people to focus on essential tasks, ensuring productivity and accomplishment.
The ability to say no and prioritize your time.
Yes.
If someone asks you, hey, do you want to do this thing, or do you have the ability to take this on, being able to say, I want to,
Yeah.
but there are other priorities that I need to have taken care of first.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Love that.
And that's tough for me. That's really hard for me because I like, if I hear something that I want to do, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's time consuming, if it sounds fun, I want to do it.
Yep.
But sometimes I can't let myself. But sometimes I tell myself, like, I recently finished up a fours sand volleyball league.
Yeah.
And towards the end of it, I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore. I need to free up one of my nights every week. So I gotta take a break. And then this guy texted me. He was like, hey, do you want to do a doubles league? And I said, yes.
All right.
Okay, yeah, what's the next
Fifth one? Keep a routine. Establishing a routine is vital for discipline, improving efficiency and time management, whether it involves beginning the day with a run or maintaining a consistent wardrobe. Disciplined individuals adopt routines. What?
Wardrobe?
I guess. Let me tell you something I actually do. Okay. Whether it involves beginning a day with a run or maintaining a consistent wardrobe, disciplined individuals adopt routines to enhance clarity and reduce decision fatigue. I set my clothes out every night before the next day.
Really?
And I have to, unless I have to, or else I can't sleep.
Weird. Not like in a bad way, but like, wow.
Like, it just makes it easier for me to get out of bed because
That's
I already
fair.
know what I'm going to be wearing.
That's fair. I like figuring it out in the morning.
See, it's just too much brain power in the morning.
No, I like doing it in the morning because I get to be like, how am I feeling today? Do I need a little bit more comfy? Am I okay with a little bit more dressy?
So within a matter of, like, just your sleep, it'll change, like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, before I go to bed, I could be like, man, tomorrow's going to be a little bit of a long day.
Well, because
like,
think about it. If someone's like,
this.
if someone texts you in the morning and they're like, hey, let's go to dinner, what are you feeling? You might say tacos, but then later in the day, you might want burgers. I'm saying, okay. I'm saying for someone who doesn't have their entire life planned out. Like, you know how you can be craving tacos in the morning, but then at night you're like, I don't really need that?
Kind of feeling
That's how I feel with outfits.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fair.
Cool.
I got you. That's good. That's fine.
Thank you. Thanks.
But what do you think about reduce decision fatigue?
Oh, absolutely. Decision fatigue is 100% a thing.
Oh, 100%. That's why I just make the decision at night. So in the morning, like when I'm feeling all tired and all that jazz.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyway, I felt like that was interesting. That was good wording by this website.
AI.
Yeah. 7. Where is 6? That was 6. This is 7. Mind over mood.
Okay.
Disciplined individuals prioritize routine over momentary moods. Ensuring that feelings such as reluctance to engage in certain tasks do not get in the way of progress. This perseverance is particularly, I don't know how to read. I have a 3rd grade reading level. Evident in tackling less enjoyable aspects of work.
Yeah.
So basically, when you wake up in the morning, this is just me. I keep referring back to this, sorry, but this is what I can relate to. I don't feel like going to work out. Well, suck it up, buttercup. Let's go. Mind over mood, baby. What's going to get you progress? Okay? What's going to get you progress? Is it going to be sleeping in bed like everybody else, or is it going to be you getting up and doing what only 1% of the world is doing? Am I right, Whitney?
You're scaring me, but sure.
Sorry, that was supposed to be my motivational portion.
Yeah. No, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it.
You don't want to make that call? Okay. Are you going to see progress or no? Ask yourself that.
I never respond well to that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, because, like, for me...
Yeah, how about you relate to the other side of the people that won't respond that way as well?
Because I'm also a very emotional person.
Oh, Whitney.
So I need the acknowledgement of, like, we're tired. Let's take a deep breath. Let's acknowledge how we're feeling. I can't do the whole...
Wake up!
Yeah. No, I'm the, like, open the curtains in the morning and let the sun shine in. And then we'll go grind. I'm not the type of person that's like, wake up and go.
That's fair.
Who cares if we're tired? I need the, like, good morning, sunshine. It's going to be such a great day and we're going to go work hard. And then I'm ready to go hard. And then when I get to the gym, then I'll be in the right mindset. But it's...
Does your mind ever say, like, oh, I don't want to get up? Like, what do you say to yourself when you're like, I don't want to get up. I'm too exhausted. I can't get up today. But you get up at 6 a.m. anyway, so you may not feel that.
I take a deep breath. And I get up.
And ready, set, get up.
I also, well, but here's the thing, like, I've set such great routines for myself. Like, okay, so I turn my fan on at night to sleep. Because it keeps me all...
Oh, same.
It keeps the room all nice and cold, and I'm all comfy under my covers.
Do you need noise?
I do need noise.
Same.
So my brown noise... It's not my alarm that wakes me up in the morning. It's my brown noise turning off. Okay. That's how light of a sleeper I am.
That's fair.
But anyways, it's my morning routine that, like, okay, we're going to get up. We're going to turn this fan off so that it's nice and warm in here, and we'll be ready to go.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I don't know what I do when I'm not feeling like getting up.
In that realm. Well, I also feel like maybe your mind, because, for instance, like, there was a lot of periods of my time on this earth, my life, that I've stayed up later and slept in late.
Yeah.
So, like, I can easily sleep till 11 a.m. Like, I can easily do that. So, like, you, though, your sleeping in is what? What's your definition of sleeping in?
For me?
Yeah.
If I was like, man, I slept in today, that time is no later than 9.
Yeah.
No later than 9.
So I feel like maybe in the mornings you don't struggle with getting up as much because your body feels more rested regardless.
Yeah. I will say the other week whenever I was coming back from Florida, our flight didn't get in till like 11 p.m., so I didn't go to bed till 12:30.
Yeah.
And then I had to wake up at 6:30 that next morning for work.
Oh.
And that was rough.
Okay.
But I feel like I have enough, like, okay, I have people expecting me. I have expectations of myself. Like,
for sure.
I got to get up and go.
For sure.
So.
Yeah. That's different, though, if you woke up the next day for nothing. Like, if you didn't set an alarm.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. The next one. These people, the disciplined people, number 8, set clear goals.
Yep.
Their professionalism stems from their self-discipline and recognition of the importance of specific, well-defined goals for success.
They know their why, and they know the steps that it's going to take to achieve it.
Yep. And you know what keeps them going? Discipline. Because their why is motivation, and what they're doing is discipline.
Yep. Give me that.
Yep. Number 9, deadline-driven. Individuals who maintain a disciplined approach to their schedules, setting achievable milestones, are often successful in achieving their goals while staying focused. They have a deadline. Just like when your homework is due, right, kids? Get after it.
And I think when you set your own goals, you give yourself deadlines. And you stick to them. And you remind yourself of them.
Yeah, I struggle with that a little bit if I set my own deadline.
Really?
If somebody gives me one, I'm like, perfect, it'll be done by then. But like if I'm on my own time and I get my own, I'll just keep pushing it back. Or it just depends on the day, or I'll get it done extremely early.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, what's number 10?
Okay, number 10. Long-term vision. We talked about that.
Wow.
We said that. Demonstrating remarkable self-discipline, they sacrifice immediate gratification for long-term gains. This ability to endure challenges without deviating from their path reflects a commitment to overarching goals and career aspirations. Discipline is an important factor in attaining professional success. The 10 habits mentioned offer valuable insight into how highly disciplined individuals remain focused and accomplish their objectives.
I like that.
That's good. Those are the 10 things that disciplined people have in common.
I like it. I like that we already touched on some of them.
Yeah, me too.
Was it listening to us, or was that what it said?
That's what it said.
No, but I'm saying, like, 'cause your phone listens to you.
Yeah, it's the government's
So.
always listening to us, and AI is on it. And now, you know what my TikTok feed is going to be now? Motivational stuff.
I love it.
It'll be The Rock yelling at me. Not for you, though. It'll be somebody showing the sunshine every morning.
And that's going to make me so motivated.
Yeah.
Make me feel so motivated.
Or it'll be The Rock, because I just said that.
Potentially. You never know.
This was good.
This was
good. So, anyway, whatever it looks like for you, find that area of discipline so that your life, you can just keep going up, up, and up, and up, up. And then you find time to recognize when it's time to either move on and gain a new habit or improve a habit. Because guess what, Whitney?
What?
You can't improve a habit that doesn't exist.
And take time to celebrate yourself.
Yes.
When you notice that you're being disciplined in this area or that area, or you reach a certain goal, reward yourself.
Yep.
Treat yourself.
Yes. You know what I just thought of?
What?
Not adding too much time onto this episode. This will be quick. I feel like what we just expressed about how we're motivated, but how we press on too, like as small as getting out of bed in the morning, has to do with how we were raised.
And being a student athlete, I feel.
That too, but I also feel like, for instance, shout out my dad. But he was more like tough love.
You're saying the difference between us.
Yes, like how
Yeah.
we're motivated, how we tick is a lot different because, like, just how we were
Yeah,
raised.
your dad was
our
like, we're getting up
upbringing.
and we're going, and my mom was like, good morning, sunshine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More like, or like student athlete life, like, what are you doing? Come on, like, and it's like, oh, you got it next time.
I don't want people to think I'm a pansy.
No.
That's not the case.
No, we just tick different.
Yeah, we do.
And that's not saying you can't take the other side.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. No, I didn't want you to think I was calling you that either.
No.
Okay. Guys, Whitney still survived 5 years of being a student athlete in college. She's got it. She's got it down.
Thanks.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't
you.
want you to. Sorry, I just wanted to switch that narrative back real quick. I don't think that of you.
Thank
at
you.
all.
I appreciate it.
We're different.
Right. Yes.
We're different in very positive ways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're different and it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Amen. But like just like everybody listening would be different from us too.
Right.
So
Maybe we have people that are in the middle of us.
yeah.
In betwixt.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, thanks you guys. Wait, sorry, did you have something to say before that?
No.
Are you sure? I did cut you off
I
a
don't
little.
remember. Go.
Okay. Anyway, thank you guys for listening to another episode of the Personal Opinion Podcast. As always, if you guys have any ideas of what you want us to talk about or anything, I would love to, for you guys to give us scenarios and we give you guys advice on how to handle it. I would love that. That'd be great. If you guys wanted to send us something. We won't say your names or anything like that, so.
It's all anonymous.
Yes.
Unless you give us permission. Anyways.
Yeah. But even then, we might not. We probably will make fake names.
Thanks again, guys, for listening. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at podcast.personalopinion or
Facebook and YouTube at Personal Opinion Podcast.
Happy Monday.
Yep. Or any other day that you're listening to this podcast. Gosh, silly me.
We love you. Lauren, I've got your back.
I've got your back.
And we've got yours.
And we've got yours.
Stay tuned for next week. This might look a little different, hopefully. Maybe.
Yep.
I don't know.
We'll see. Don't get too used to it.
We're rolling with the punches. Yeah, we're just, it's
a work in progress.
It's a work in progress.
Yep. All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.